Okay, preparing. We are live. Okay. So welcome everyone to day 45 of the Great Invocation Challenge. Now, I'll give a choice. Maybe you can say. So, I can share my experience of tiger nest, meditating in tiger nest, or I can share my experience of meditating in a cave that was dedicated to Buddha of longevity, is also called Buddha Amitabha. Sorry, something happened. Ekdam se the network went off. So am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, maybe we'll have to like just quickly switch from here to there. तो आप बस मुझे 1 मिनट देना. Just connecting, and we are there. So I was giving an option that I can share about experience of meditation in the tiger nest, or I could share my experience in one of these, interesting caves, जिसकी मैंने शायद आपके साथ pictures share की थी, where it's also called the meditation place of Lord of Longevity or Buddha Amitabha. So option.
So you don't have a choice. It has to be lined up.
It has to be.
Lined up. एक के बाद एक हम दोनों experience सुनेंगे.
हाँ, हम एक आज कर लेंगे और एक
हाँ.
फिर maybe do it later
Yes,
on. So
yes.
tell me that of it. We can do that.
So first you went to tiger nest. So अभी tiger nest का बताइए. कल
Yeah,
उसका
okay.
बता देंगे.
ठीक है. So probably let me just go जैसे मेरी journey गई थी. So let's start from the beginning, day 1, day 2 करके. So okay. So probably we went there on 21st. Yeah, we went there on 21st, and 21st ko after landing we met our guide and the driver, which is a must in Bhutan. And I probably in my itinerary, it was just told that there is a monastery called Kichulakhang. Kichulakhang का मैंने शायद share किया है. I don't remember. Resort से जब हम बात कर रहे थे. So the day 1 was meeting Lord Padmasambhava ka big statue in Kichulakhang, and it is a very old monastery in Paro. So we took the trip from Delhi to Paro, मतलब flight जो थी Delhi to Paro थी, and then उतरते ही we did this monastery and then we checked into our hotel. So I was probably I've told you about it's मेरी school trip जो हुई थी, that was in Sikkim, and the monastery that I visited, I think it was Goom Monastery. It was a big monastery जहाँ पे मैंने पहली बार had seen a big Buddha statue, and probably I was so mesmerized by the big Buddha कि मैंने इधर उधर शायद नहीं देखा. So I don't know any other Buddhas apart from Buddha Gautam Siddharth. And there was these prayers going on जिसमें symbol और सब बज रहा था. And when I entered that, I felt very fascinating. मतलब एक fascination हो जाता ना. हमारी तरह की पूजा थोड़ी अलग होती है, and they do it in a different way. So class 9th, probably 14, 15 years old, and extremely excited because it was a school trip, and then meeting Lord Buddha in one of these beautiful monasteries in Gangtok. और उसकी जो एक छाप होती है ना, दैट वो एक सीन मेरी आंखों में थोड़ा सा क्या बहुत विविड रह गया था. एंड देन द नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन आई सॉ लॉर्ड बुद्धा, तो हमारे घर में भी किसी ने गिफ्ट किया था, तो वी हैड अ कपल ऑफ बुद्धा स्टैचूज इन आवर होम, एंड आई हैड अ स्पेशल अफिनिटी टुवर्ड्स देम. मैं अपनी टेबल पे रखूंगी एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. आई यूज्ड टू डू दैट. फिर व्हेन वी गॉट मैरिड, देन हमारा जो हनीमून ट्रिप था, दैट वाज आल्सो मलेशिया, सिंगापुर, थाईलैंड. सो 14 डेज का हमारा हनीमून था, एंड वी वेंट इन अ ग्रुप. एंड वहां पे अगेन स्लीपिंग बुद्धा, द गोल्डन बुद्धा, एंड हम वहां से बुद्धा मेडिटेशन के म्यूजिक सीडीज सिंगापुर से लेके आए थे. आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर, एंड वी हैव ऑल दीज पिक्चर्स आल्सो वहां की. So that was the second time with the Buddhist culture, and then the third time was in Ladakh, and the fourth time is now in Bhutan. So, but like I said, when we think about Buddha, we think about Buddha Shakyamuni or Gautam Siddharth, and in our lineage, we connect with Lord Mahaguruji Meele, who is the feminine aspect of the Buddha of the Vajrayana, that is the arm of Buddhism, Buddha Padma Sambhava, right? So, उनके बारे में मुझे लद्दाख में पता चला, but yeah, I was initiated, or maybe I got my first touch points when I was 14, 15, and that's how the curiosity kept building for this religion, or maybe something about this religion to know more about, and monkhood. And I still remember I was so fascinated to see how happy these children were. हम स्कूल में happy तो होते थे, but then these monks were like super happy when we saw them in Darjeeling. There was like their smiles and everything stayed back. So day one was again about going to this monastery of Kichulakang, which had this huge statue of Buddha Padmasambhava. And there was so much of instant connection that you felt. For me, it was like very instant. And I just sat there. It's like हम आ गए types. So अंदर से मेरे, it was like it was happening. मैं आ गई, आपने बुलाया, मैं आ गई. And then a lot of release and a lot of, I don't know if you've ever felt that. मेरे साथ एक दो बार हो चुका है, so I'm very aware of this feeling when you don't cry, but you have tears in your eyes, but there is no pain as such. It's very pious. I don't know how many of you felt that. Maybe कभी पूजा करते हुए, या कभी ऐसा ऐसा जिस दिल भर आया, but not because I'm in a lot of pain या मुझे कोई trouble है. It's just I'm so happy to see you. Have you ever felt that? Either of you?
Yes.
So बहुत pious सा feeling होता है. So thanks Sumita for joining. So it's like a very pious feeling. So I still remember I do a lot of Navratri Pujan. So in 2015 जब मैंने कलश रखा था, and I remember that I just was I had tears and tears and tears. Tears क्या मतलब वही भाव. और मैं पापा को फोन करके कह रही थी, पापा पता नहीं क्या हुआ, ऐसा लगा जैसे पहली नवरात्रि में जो स्टैचू सजाया, तो ऐसा लगा वो बोल रही है मैं आ गई. So I still very much relate with that, जैसा feel होता है. So it was similar, at Kichulakhang when I sat there, and it just felt like that. And it's a very big statue that I was seeing. And first time when I saw him in the Hemis, or this monastery, Hemis Monastery, Hemis Festival, yeah, Hemis Monastery. So I was saying he looked very fierce because his eyes are in a certain way. But वहाँ पे जो Kichulakhang थे, उसमें eyes were in a certain way, like there is a certain bend, but the eyes were so full of love, and there was a smile. So instead, so the whole picture changed. जो लद्दाख में देखा था और जो यहाँ पे देखा था, वो पूरा वो emotion ही पूरा change हो गया था after seeing that. Then a lot of people came in and like उनके यहाँ भी परिक्रमा का होता है, but then they don't do the entire परिक्रमा. You go from one side and then it's like सामने सामने से होके आप वापस आ सकते हैं. हम इधर से गए और हम सामने से जब वापस आ रहे थे, then he sits in a certain position. तो leg position होती है. That position is a wish fulfilling position. So for Abhishek, like usually we sit in a certain position when we have to meditate. So Guru Padmasambhava sits in the opposite position. So it is also said that he is the wish fulfilling deity. Okay. And like मैं बहुत बार confused थी कौन सा leg करके बैठे. So when every place I saw him, he was sitting in a wish fulfilling, और आप कह सकते हो. And he has this beautiful vajra in one of his hands, I think right hand में. And that is again a symbol of willpower. So not sure if I have a picture to show. How many of you have seen Guru Padmasambhava ka picture? So welcome everyone.
I must have seen, but I don't remember.
Okay, let me just pull up something so it becomes easy for us to
He's
confirm.
also called Rinpoche or Rinpoche in Tibet.
So it is said that he was born on a lotus flower as an 8-year-old boy. So वो किसी के like normal जन्म नहीं था उनका. And there was a king in Pakistan जिन्होंने इनको देखा था and he adopted him. So is my screen visible? Is it visible?
Yes, it is. Yes, I've seen him before.
Right. So ये हमारी बुक में है. ये स्टैचू तो हमें नहीं मिला था. हमें जो स्टैचू मिला था उसमें है नहीं. But yeah, so you know, it's like ऐसे brow बना रहेगा and then eyes and smile. So and
Frown in the brow.
huh?
A frown in the brow.
Yeah, and he always carries a vajra in one hand. And he's also said that he's a time stopper. तो आप अगर देखोगे तो you know, उनके त्रिशूल में you have these 3 sir, past, present, future कह लो or whatever. But it is interesting to know more and more about him. And because he was born on a lotus flower, so he's always seated on a lotus. So very interesting depiction. Yeah. And I really want to. So this is the Vajra. And I bought one as well with guidance, but I need to understand more about it. Yeah. So that's how I you know, I just wanted to show you that's how he looked. And but now he was smiling at me, and there was a deep connection that I could feel with the deity and the energies of the deity. And so that was day 1. And then जब इतना connect हो जाता है, then you are like really charged कि अब day 2 tiger nest तो हम कर ही लेंगे. And we had to wake up around 5:30 हम उठे थे. 6:30 we were at the spot जहाँ से ट्रैक हमें स्टार्ट करना था. एंड जब हम ट्रैक स्टार्ट करने वाले थे, वहां से नीचे देख के हमें दिखाई भी नहीं दे रही थी टाइगर्स नेस्ट. इट्स लाइक वेरी स्टीप हिल कहीं पे ऊपर. आई वाज वंडरिंग हम ऊपर कैसे जाएंगे. एंड देन वी स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद द ट्रैक. And like I said, it's not a normal trek. They have really preserved the entire flora and fauna, and घोड़े गधे चल सकते हैं. बाकी और कोई सहूलियत नहीं है. You have to take those sticks to balance yourself, because the terrain is, it's like, it's just made of mud and maybe thoda sa wood logs, so that you can hold on to the mud, because it's slippery at times. So we followed that, and it was such a hard trek to do. Like I think around आधे घंटे में तो ऐसा लग रहा था पता नहीं हो भी पाएगा या नहीं हो पाएगा. And one of my friend who also had gone on this trip but not on Tiger's Nest, she said that it is so tough that she had to leave it midway. So in my head, there was also an option कि इसको midway भी छोड़ सकते हैं, blah blah blah. All of that was going on in my head कि मैं कर पाऊंगी या नहीं कर पाऊंगी. And then because there were so many people from the group, and Sumita was there, and my guide, he kept smiling and encouraging us कि पानी पी लो और अपना बैग भी दे दो, सिर्फ अपने आप को संभालो. And we just climbed, and halfway point तक तो आके it was like, it was very very difficult, very very difficult. और वहां पे भी जाके फिर ऐसा लग रहा था कि ओके, बैठ जाएं थोड़ा सा, रेस्ट करके फिर चले. And then one of our masters came in, so he's 70 years and above, so he took a horse, या जो भी आप mule कह लो, to reach there. So when he came there, there was like, now he's going to go up, and so halfway point you can get some kind of assistance with the help of mule, and then next half you'll have to do on foot. So when we saw him, there were other people saying, "Up now he's going to move, so we should better move, because then he can make us meditate, and we should meditate with him. He can help." So that kind of became a motivation. Initially, I said to Sumita, "Thoda ruk ke chalte hai, let's take our time because the next half is so steep as well." But then when we started off, फिर हम चलते चले. There is a viewpoint that came in. So viewpoint में, like, you get lovely pictures. So we took pictures there. Beach रास्ते में we got like, footsteps of Mahaguruji mailing. We touched it, meditated. मतलब the entire जो हैरी पॉटर का सेटअप होता है ना, जो हम देखते हैं, the entire place is actually like that. So you can see so much while we were sitting in the cafeteria and watching the hill, or आप कह लो, the mountain terrain on which that tiger nest was. Our guide showed us so many faces that were being created on that particular mountain. इतने सारे faces वो निकल के बाहर आ रहे थे, and we really captured all. And he had so many things to tell on the, like, mystical things that happened here. So it is said that Guru Padmasambhav meditated there for 8 years. 8 years, 8 years, 8 months, 8 days, 8 hours, 8 seconds, something like that. And the energies will be awesome. So that's what everybody was telling us. The energies बहुत awesome होंगे. And because of that connection that was created in Paro, it was like, अब तो करके जाना ही है, whatever happens. And 3.5 hours हमें लगे to reach there. And there are 8 caves, around 8 caves in that monastery. And a beautiful waterfall. And on the way. So the waterfall hai, that is like, you're very close, and you're very close. So all of this makes that energy so amazing. The voice of the water. Then the teacher, he was constantly beach mein khade hoke, he was like meditating, blessing. And then at one place, there's like, we did a great invocation. And wahan pe, it is said that great invocation is a prayer for all sentient beings. So when you do it, you will be able to see maybe, bats coming in, some kind of creatures would be available, like would be visible to you when you are doing the great invocation. And once you are done, they'll just go. So the teacher was showing all of that during the way. And then finally, I think 750, जब आप पूरा ट्रैक कंप्लीट करो फिर 750 steps हैं that you have to take last में to reach the monastery. तो फिर वो 750 steps करेंगे. And then there was a monk who was sitting, पहले तो ticket लिया, and then there was a monk sitting inside who blessed, and we entered the monastery. And it was very different. The entrance where there was this huge rock that was kept. There was some thing that Sobita did on the thumb impression उसमें create हो गया. And then we had to go to the old, like the first temple. And the first temple was a small one. So I think we could not meditate in that one. पर वहाँ खड़े होके हमने हाथ जोड़े and जो भी blessing करनी थी, we did our invocation. And so that was the oldest place. And then we had to take another flights of steps. और वहाँ पे 3-4 और halls थे जिसमें different Buddhas थे, even a bigger Buddha, the Buddha Padmasambhava. So it is said that he has eight incarnations या 8 आठ रूप है उनके. तो वो सारे 8 रूप were available to see in the different monasteries or different caves जो वहाँ पे created थे. And the energies were very, very powerful. When you go so high, there's a certain aura that is created by virtue of what people leave behind. There are no thoughts, और इतने ऊपर जाके जो thoughts भी होते हैं, that is more pious, and you are so blank because there is so much of walking that happens. Your body automatically gets purified. You have less thoughts. The emotional drama also cleans off, because उस समय you're so focused on walking, you're so focused on reaching, you being there. The entire, I think, जो आपकी personal energy भी है, when you take such hikes, when you go at such altitudes, there is a change, there is a cleansing that already happens. And that's why most of these pilgrimage places are in hard to find places, or you have to really walk in order to be there, because then you are able to leave behind your baggage and experience the piousness and the holiness and sacredness of a place. So that is what one experiences. Tiger Nest being one of the highest, or you can say most toughest treks that we've done. But then the sense of joy and accomplishment and the quality of energy that was there was something very different. And so many people, because we were a group of almost 1,600 people, तो उसमें से नहीं होंगे तो एटलीस्ट 400-500 लोग तो आके जा ही रहे होंगे. So इतने लोगों ने करा था Tiger Nest. So there was a good amount of tourists or people who were available there. So with meditation and everything, it was like amazing, just amazing. And a constant chanting chalti rehti hai wahan pe. And so we took almost 3 hours meditating and being at that place, just going through, sitting, connecting, being at that place. And then there was time to go back. And I remember hum aur Sumita bilkul edge. There was this edge kind of place jahan se puri valley was visible. And it started to rain, and we were asked, like we could feel that people are leaving, and just the 2 of us. So we said, let's do great invocation. And us edge pe khade hoke, we did the great invocation prayer. And I've done a lot of great invocation whenever I go to places like maybe a seaside or a hillside. And what I've observed is कि जब आप ग्रेट इन्वोकेशन करके आप अपनी आंखें खोलते हैं ना, सब कुछ हाई डेफिनेशन में दिखाई देता है. Somehow everything that you see is in high definition and feels like there is a receptivity that happens to those energies. So it's a very different kind of feeling when you finish a great invocation, maybe in a valley, or um, uh, in on the beach where there is no one and just waves and the asman meeting. So that is the view that you always get. But whenever you open your eyes, there is like everything is high definition. You see better, and there is so much, as if the beings surrounded you and they've just received all of that. It's a beautiful prayer. So hum to we are doing it in front of the camera, but if you ever try it, kabhi Ganga Ghat pe jaake karke dekho aap, ya kabhi mountains mein jaake karke dekho, you will see that there is so much receptivity. You can feel that the energy is being accepted and the blessings are flowing two ways between nature and you, because it's all about the every paragraph of that the great invocation connects with the love, light, and power aspect. And this aspect is not only limited to human beings, like limited to, or it's all about the sentient beings. And although we cannot see, you tap into that energy world when you are reciting this prayer or doing any kind of energy, even meditation. When you're doing meditation, you move into a different dimension where you are feeling, you are um, connecting with the energies. So it's like an insight or maybe a welcome into another world while you are using the great invocation. So we did that, and like even Sumita was saying, this was magical, and probably would experience, that will remain with you. Also, there was this. So मुझे लग रहा है डोलचे डोलो. So there is this one group of Guru Padmasambhava जिनका mantra लेके the priest there made us do an invocation and prayer. And it is said that that mantra is used for clearing off your previous karmas. So we did that. And there was a strange thing that was happening. So the teacher who we were trying to follow basically wanted to do certain things with his set of people, and like 3-4 log the. But coincidentally, what was happening is, हम जहाँ भी जा रहे थे, we were able to see him either coming or he was all there. So we tried, following what he was trying to do or be a part of his group and do the meditation, do the blessing, do the chanting. So when we reached the second space, he was sitting there and chanting. He was doing like a guru meditation. So guru meditation is you look at the guru and you do the chant and you try to embody the deity within your system. So when we saw, we also sat down and we tried doing that. उसके बाद हम उठ गए उसके बाद वहाँ जो लामा थे उन्होंने like I wanted to take a round and do my donations. मैं जैसे ही ऐसे गई, उन लामा ने मुझसे बोला बैठ जाओ. So again I sat in front of the deity for like another few minutes. And the beautiful part of visiting these monasteries or even temples is that you need to sit. So it's not about the darshan. Basically, it's about the receptivity that happens when you are sitting down and with your eyes closed and just receiving. There is so much grace, like even now when I'm telling you, I got connected. So there is so much grace, there is so much blessing that flows just by being in that area and being receptive. So kai baar mere saath hota hai, like when I'm with my friends or when I'm with people who know what I do, so they will always say that guide us, guide us, guide us. So kai baar jab like I felt in this monastery that instead of guiding, I could just feel that wahan baith ke hi there was so much of receptivity happening on. There was so much download that was happening. You don't need not say anything or use a technique or a process to harness those energies. It was so easily available. Just sitting, and now I'm thinking, just by thinking about that place, there is an instant connect that happens. So मैं जैसे 2 दिन से आई हूँ. My sister, she's like a normal domestic person. So उसको भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा कहाँ चली गई मेरी बहन. Like अच्छा वो बुद्धा है. अच्छा, so when people don't know, it is very difficult to even explain to them कि वो क्या है या आप क्या कर रहे हो. Most of the time people get afraid that हम किसी और religion में तो नहीं चले जा रहे यार. What is happening? So all of that confusion is also around me. So 2 days, 2 दिन से हम काफी सारी मैं बातें कर रही हूँ, बट वो ये कि वो जल्दी समझ में नहीं आती because you are on a different wavelength, and then there is the sister thing that happens is we come from the same parents, and ऐसा क्या कर लिया तुमने जो you are sharing so much of an experience. So all of that happens, but it the the energies, the connectivity, the receptivity, the grace, oh, it's like you feel it. और आई थिंक हमारे जैसे हम लोग वहां जाते हैं वैष्णो देवी, the one thing that we are missing out is they don't let you sit. You just see the deity and then they make you move. But I think it is very important to sit there, to be able to receive, to be able to like meditate for a few, not even few minutes, at least 10-15 minute meditation. तो वो जो आपके अंदर चेंज ला सकता है या वो कर सकता है, that is amazing. So I don't see that in this temple happening, which is like Vaishno Devi, but I saw this happening in Badrinath. So Badrinath mein for morning Kakad Aarti, morning Aarti, I had gone there and they made us sit in a courtyard kind of a thing, and it was a VIP darshan that we got. So we got to sit in a place. Subah 4, 4:30, and the darshan happened. So there, I think this tradition, और हम कभी भी अगर मंदिर जाए, so it's not about darshan, darshan, darshan. It's about being there, sitting there, and absorbing the energy. So that is how you should go to a temple, because it's not a place of worship. It's a place for connection. It's a place for receiving. It's a place for becoming more conductive. So I think this the same concept is in Sadhguru's Coimbatore, you could say, Isha. Because that is what is required. Because the energy there is doing something on you. Even you don't know what is happening. समझ में आया? सब इतने क्वाइट दिख रहे हैं. विकास, अभिषेक, सुमित.
You're sharing a profound experience.
Yeah, it's like so deep.
Beyond words.
Yeah, so putting that into words is difficult, because there's so much feeling attached to it. Seeing, and there were so many deities, so many you know, idols that were there, and connecting and being there and just absorbing. Because see, again, I'm not a Buddhist. I don't really know who is no, apart from Guru Padma Sambhava. So we are also trying to understand, अच्छा इधर कौन बैठे, अच्छा इस तरफ कौन है, अच्छा ये महाकाल रूप में कौन है, और ये क्या सिग्निफाई करता है. हाथ में त्रिशूल है, उसमें तीन, like because we have a very and like I'm an engineer, so everything I start seeing from that, the body details and everything. I want to know. I want to understand more of it. So much inquisitiveness opened up about the teacher, about the guru. And so the picture that I have in my home is I got it. So it's the Guru Padma Sambhava ka, the Mahaguruji mailing avatar. So it is said that the deity has two aspects to it. This is the Divine Father, Divine Mother, right? So the father aspect of this Guru's teacher is Lord Padma Sambhav, and the mother aspect is Lord Mahaguruji mailing. So when we invoke, because we come from a lineage of compassion and we come from a lineage of healing, we invoke the mother aspect of Guru Padma Sambhava, which is Lord Mahaguruji mailing. Right? So when I came back from Ladakh, in June, I did my first course of pranic healing in July. And then simultaneously, like every month, in fact, three weeks, maybe consequently, I finished up 3 levels of pranic healing. And September, May, this Acharya was coming. And I got to do my Arhatic. And once Arhatic is done, you can attend these retreats that happen. So my first retreat happened in 2013. And wahan pe bhi, for the first time, I heard the word Mahaguruji mailing. And I had this inquisitiveness कि मेरे teacher के teacher है. And there was this poster being sold, but it has no price, but 5,000 से ऊपर देना था उस poster के लिए. So I spent some amount of money and I was very proud of it. And it was said that वो 100 years के लिए consecrated poster है by the teacher himself. And the energies were fantastic. Like you could feel the energy. So I bought that poster, and my dad, uh, he loves me. So उनको जब पता चला कि this is my guru's guru, so he framed it in a beautiful golden frame and did it for me. So I had to travel some place. I think I was going Germany for a project. So when I came back, so that he had got it like really beautifully done in a beautiful frame, and I got that. So that poster has been with me, and like in my bedroom. In my bedroom, I had kept it. And फिर अभी जो space बनी है, so I have it like just I'm talking to you उसके ऊपर. So for 12 years, 2012 से लेके 2024 तक हमें कुछ भी खास पता नहीं था apart from that he is our teacher's teacher. कुछ भी इतना ज़्यादा information नहीं थी हमारे पास. And in these 2 days, probably one of the days was only dedicated to him. And knowing him, understanding who he was, where he came from. And there were scholars, who were basically doing a kind of research on the guru's guru. So it's like after 12 years of the sadhana that we've done, the healing and everything, it's like you get to know about the teacher. पहले आप meet करते हो, then obviously you do this pilgrimage, and then later on you get to meet him through the other acharyas. You get to know who my teacher was in his scheme of things. So it was like a revelation, big revelation for all of us.
He's
And
also the god of death, of afterlife, of rebirth, and of karma.
so he's called the second Buddha. So it is said that Gautam Buddha came in the Satyug cycle, and he came in the dark ages, right? And he was the one who subjugated a lot of evil that was happening, because Bhutan में average lifespan लोगों का था 20 years. So he was invited to visit the country by some king because his life force energy was going. So he came, he subjugated the spirits, and he brought order in Bhutan. So
He's
that
also
is,
god of tantra.
yeah. So
कुछ इनका कैरेक्टर अगर देखेंगे तो कुछ शिवजी से और कुछ शिवराज से मिलता जुलता है.
yeah, right. Yeah. So and like one of his versions is called Dorje Dolo, who is like Mahakal of our Mundamala types. He's all decorated. So there is a lot that we need to learn, because what happens is, it is interesting. The world goes in cycles, right? सो हिंदूज को अपनी जब साइकिल हुई होगी ना, तो उनके जो अवतार है उनको वो पता है। लेकिन ऐसे कई युग जा चुके हैं ना, जैसे एक ही सतयुग नहीं था या एक ही द्वापर नहीं था, कई कई सतयुग हुए, कई द्वापर हुए। कुछ अपवर्ड साइकिल में सतयुग हुए, कुछ डाउनवर्ड साइकिल में सतयुग हुए। सो लाइक अपवर्ड साइकिल इज यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम कलयुग एंड देन द्वापर, त्रेता, सतयुग, देन सतयुग से you come down. So this is a cycle that happens. So if you read autobiography of a yogi and Guru and Yoganand Paramhansa के जो गुरु थे श्री युक्तेश्वर, उन्होंने एक बुक लिखी थी द होली साइंस, राइट? तो उसमें उन्होंने ही gave all the, you can say, calculation of the yug, how these yug come and go. And then it was further, you can say, sensitized by my teacher, Master Chua Kokse, and Sadhguru, right? So we are currently in the upward cycle of Dwapar, right? जैसे हम कहते हैं हम कलयुग में, but according to the calculations, we are in the upward cycle of the Dwapar Yug. So Tantra, or when we say Tantra, basically is about energy. So obviously we are in the school of healing, and healing is all about, it's also called white magic. Magic. Magic is nothing but manipulation of energy. And it is also like, this is the age of Aquarian. Aquarius. Aquarius is a planet, or you can say Aquarius is a constellation for energy, technology, advancement. So is you can say is constellation under influence. Maybe we saw a lot of technological advancements also. And now people are opening up to the energy world and the energy work that we are doing, and people are speaking about it. So everything makes a lot of sense, and that's why what happens is हर युग के या हर इस तरह के जो टाइम्स आते हैं, कॉन्स्टलेशन वाइज कॉस्मिक टाइमिंग्स जो आते हैं, some of these deities get activated, right? There's time, you will say एक टाइम था जब साई बाबा, people, everybody was, एक टाइम कुछ आता है फिर कुछ हो जाता है. So now the time that is coming, and probably for us to be able to connect and know and anchor and can say uh, conduct the grace of the teacher, this is the time, I think, the right time, and that's why these teachings are being given to us, so that abhi tak verbally hum connect karte the and with deep respect, but now after seeing him, like I said, when I started speaking about, sorry, I think I got disconnected. Am I visible and audible? Hi, back.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So, there was a lot, that happened in these 8 days. बहुत packed. And then we got to know that हम तो, because we are in the school of healing, we love him. But then Bhutan, he's the protective deity of Bhutan. So the entire country is like Om Ahom Vajra Guru Peme Siddhi Hum, which is the mantra for Guru Padma Sambhava. So here, like probably the kids, the monasteries may all deities, it's all about him. So the energies are very different. हम एक पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड में थे जहां हम हीलिंग सीख रहे थे, जहां प्रॉब्ली हमें पता भी नहीं था ये कौन है. But then, it's he's the teacher's teacher. There was a certain level of reverence that we had. And then you land up in a country जहां सब इन्हें जानते हैं, जहां सब इन्हें पूज रहे हैं. That was like fascinating. Like my guide, my driver, all of them, they had so much love and reverence for Guru Padma Sambhava. And to get that kind of, मतलब यहाँ तो मैं अपने हस्बैंड या बहन से बताऊं तो ना किसी को पता ही नहीं है. and then you go there, like you can't understand how happy I was feeling. कि किसी से भी अगर इस बारे में बात करो, you can hold a conversation and that person would, oh, he did this for our country, oh, he did that for our country, and you know um, he's the protective deity, or he did this, or unke incarnation, or ye or wo, and everybody had stories to tell us. Even हम अगर slides abhi, we start connecting with them. So those 8 days became so memorable. And like I said, I didn't want to go to zoo. So I told my guide, भैया मैं zoo नहीं करना चाहती, मैं कुछ ऐसा नहीं, म्यूजियम नहीं करना चाहती, मुझे ये टीचर के caves दिखा दो मुझे, या जहाँ वो गए थे वो दिखा दो, या old temples, monasteries दिखा दो. And he was so kind, to take us to some of these places which were like really hard to go, just because he knew that that would give us happiness. So overall, like it was just like such a blessing that हम नहीं चाहते तो क्या miss कर देते. That was the thing. So like really grateful, and probably this is like part one, and next time I'll talk to you about the other cave, the Buddha Amitayus cave that we went on to Punakha, and then one of the other monastery, the Zong monastery, which was also like, I still feel it was, and the energies of all these places, Vikas, are very different from each other. There, so at one place you can feel you are receiving. At one place you felt that जो भी हमारे दर्द थे वो सब निकल निकल के बाहर आ रहे थे. It was difficult to concentrate on the body because there was so much release happening. You could feel यार कुछ निकल रहा है, कुछ निकल रहा है, and everybody's saying it's different, it's different. So आई थिंक नॉर्थ में हम रहते हैं तो हमें इतना ज्यादा अपने टेम्पल्स के बारे में बहुत ज्यादा पता नहीं है. साउथ में आई थिंक देर आर सच टेम्पल्स वेयर द एनर्जीज आर डिफरेंट, एंड यू कैन फील व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. But yeah, so there actually we experienced that every zong, so they call it a zong, big temples. So it was हम थिम्पू में जोंग गए थे और एक हम पुनाखा में जोंग गए थे. पुनाखा का बहुत ही ओल्ड जोंग है. So I'll be bringing those experience maybe later. But Tiger Nest, it was like what level? I've never ever felt something like that. I don't know if Submita is available to validate that, or just stress on it, but nothing like it that I felt in my nearly 4 decades of life. Any questions? Questions? Am I audible? I just hope I am.
No questions. Questions बनते भी नहीं. You were sharing an experience, your profound experience.
Yeah. Like,
Nothing to
it's like
question.
kind of a fangirl moment, but in a very different way. उसको आप ही कह सकते हो that, it was a very fangirl moment for me. This entire trip was like a fangirl thing for me, to know the teacher's teacher and to be able to talk to. And the energy is like, it's like so comfortable because everybody there knows the teacher, understands karma. So हमारे प्राणिक हीलर्स में हमारे कुछ कोड्स ऑफ कॉन्डक्ट हैं. भूटान में आई थिंक वो पूरी कंट्री का कोड ऑफ कॉन्डक्ट है. सो वी फेल्ट एज इफ 1600 लोग जैसे वहां पे थे, तो हमारे अपने में तो ये कर्मा और एनर्जी वर्क और गुरु पद्मा संभव, ऑल ऑफ दिस वाज वेरी नॉर्मल. बट वो जो शायद भूटान में 10 लाख लोग हैं, उनके लिए ये सब, they're living this on a daily basis. So it's just being at that place and just understanding कि हाँ, हमारे लिए आगे फ्यूचर में we कुछ plan, we can do our retirement planning, or we can do some of these things कि हर साल अपने बर्थडे पे चले जाओ या whatever. You got a place जैसे लोग कहते हैं ना अपना घर बना लो, सो फॉर मी इट वाज लाइक कि अब यहाँ पे भी हम कुछ ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि कभी बहुत परेशान हो, लाइफ में कुछ समझ में ना आ रहा हो, तो बैग पैक करो और भूटान चले जाओ. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ जॉय, आई कैन गो टू भूटान में भी, मतलब 2 दिन 3 दिन 4 दिन आई कैन जस्ट गो देयर. So thank you for listening and being part of this experience.
आनंद नर्मदा नर्मदा
अभिषेक कुछ कह रहे थे? I'm at a temple.
आनंद नर्मदा रिवर नर्मदा
Oh,
नदियाँ
Narmada River. Oh wow. एक great invocation वहां करके देखना. तो जो मैं कह रही हूँ हाई डेफिनेशन में सब, it's like amazing. So let's see. Wow. Yeah, I can see the background में. Oh wow, this is so beautiful. So thank you for sharing. Wow. The light up है सब. ये सब boats है. Wow. Very beautiful. Lovely. Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for showing us. Blessings ले लेना हमारी तरफ से. Send us the blessings. चलो, let's start with the great invocation then. Okay, so just close your eyes. And while I'm talking about the teacher, um, uh, I'll start with chanting 11 uh, Guru mantra, Vajra Guru mantra. So you can just be receptive to the energies, and then we will start with the great invocation. Okay, so just put your hands in the blessing position, and I am connecting to the energies of the Tiger Nest Monastery. Okay, through my consciousness, and I will be chanting 11 Vajra Guru mantra. And just be receptive. If you have any question, any problem that you're going through, just be super receptive and conductive for the grace of the teacher's teacher, and the healing to flow through me, through the voice. The voice will become the end. Okay. So just listen. We will first invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to Lord Mahaguruji Mailing, Buddha Padmasambhava, to all the great Buddhas, to all the holy Gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to all the Bodhisattvas. We to the holy angels, archangels, spiritual elders and helpers, to my spiritual teacher, Master Choa Hoksui, to my higher soul, to my spiritual guides, to my guardian angel. We invoke for your divine love, divine light, divine power, divine healing energies, inner healing, physical healing, the blessings of mercy, the blessings of compassion, forgiveness, the blessings of spiritual illumination, the blessings of abundance and prosperity, and a long life. We thank you all in full faith. So be it, so be it, so it is. Be still, be aware. We will chant the Vajra Guru mantra 7 times. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Tame Siddhi Hum. 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 Be still, be aware of your spiritual cord or the crown of your, on top of your head. Be aware of a point of light radiating outward, connecting you with the divine energies or infinite ocean of divine energies. Visualize a small earth in front of you, the size of a small ball. Be aware of the blessings and energies of the teacher flowing through you. We will chant the great invocation. The great invocation from the point of light within the mind of God. Let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend on earth. May the great teacher return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of every person, every being. The purpose which the holy masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the will to do good descend on earth. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light, love, and power manifest and restore the divine plan on earth. We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 3 times and shower the blessings of the Guru, of all the great ones onto the planet Earth for love, light, and power. Visualize beautiful pink energy around the earth and beautiful golden energy from the crown blanketing around the earth. And both these energies are being anchored as we chant the Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra of compassion and mercy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all sentient beings in the higher world, middle worlds, and the lower worlds be divinely blessed and guided by the divine love, light, and power. May the mercy and compassion from the Guru be anchored into the hearts of every person, every being. May the willpower from the Guru be anchored into the forehead and crown centers of each and every person on this planet, each and every being, to be able to evolve to their highest good, to be able to master the divine plan, to be able to help humanity heal at all levels, and to be divinely guided and protected from all evils at all levels. So be it, so be it, so it is. Be aware of any issue in your life that requires resolution and just shower the energies channeled to disintegrate any unwanted, unauthorized thought forms that are being created, generated in that area of your life. May this area be divinely blessed with joy, waves of sweetness, waves of happiness, waves of success, prosperity, and abundance. You lead a really joyous, motivated life. May you grow and evolve in all areas of your life with the blessings of my God, with the blessings of my teacher. So be it. Be aware that any limitations that you have with respect to this area in your life are not the limitations of the Guru. So with the grace of the Guru, all is possible. So surrender your worries, your doubts, and just let it be blessed by the divine grace of the Guru. So be it, so be it, so it is. Be aware of the base of your feet and the base of your spine. Let us bless the Mother Earth with excess energies. May Mother Earth be healed. May Mother Earth be regenerated, revitalized. Blessings be to our Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be blessed with good earth, good air, good water, and immense healing. So be it, so be it, so it is the task. Let us give thanks to the Supreme God. We thank you to all the holy Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Divine Father, Mother, to my teacher. We thank you all for your priceless blessings, for divine protection, divine guidance, and divine healing at all levels. May all our, thank you for blessing our loved ones. Thank you for blessing our family members with your kind blessings. In full faith, we thank you with deep gratitude, tremendous respect, and lots of joy. We thank you all in full faith. So be it. So be it. So it is. Tathasthu. You can open your eyes with a big, broad smile. So Vikas, I think you heard the mantra for the first time. I'm not too sure if you heard it before, but this is like it is just playing on repeat in my mind. So I hope you've been beautifully introduced to this mantra.
Yes, I heard it for first time.
Yeah, and you can enjoy the bliss and joy it brings. And it is very beautifully sung, and I think Sumita has shared that somewhere in the
Yes.
written book. Yeah, so it's
So it's
beautiful.
been a watershed moment for you, this experience.
Huh? Sorry?
Mega, this visit has been a watershed moment for you.
Yes. And जैसे कहते हैं ना, like मुझे पता था this, पर ये नहीं पता था क्या होगा, पर मुझे पता था कि this will be life changing. And like, yeah, it has been. I'm able to see it in a different way. So I'm very grateful that this happened. But what I realized that all of this that we are doing is an act of will. So it is very important to be willful when it comes to, manifestation is an act of will. And if Guru Padma Sambhava is the Lord of manifestation, all of us, need to work on that willpower. So मेरे लिए जो biggest वो है कि if you feel right, run in that direction. If it feels right, it is right. If it feels, you need to do it, you just run with it, and everything will fall in place. And this particular travel has been one of those kind. We registered last year, and मतलब क्या कुछ भी नहीं था मेरे हाथ में, and I was not sure. And last moment, there was so much commotion at home that, at one point of time, my sister, "Are you sure you want to travel for 8 days, leaving your child behind?" I said, "Yes, yes, I want to." Right? So, kai bar, people might say you are selfish. People might say that, so many things that they think about you and what you are doing. And there's so much judgment that gets attached because you're a mother of a small child, leaving her behind. But then somewhere I just knew that this needs to be done. This needs to be done. Ye karna hai. So you're right. I hope it gets communicated that way.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपका एक्सपीरियंस सुन के. इट्स बीन एन एवोल्यूशन ऑफ सोल. ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे जैसे वो कहते हैं ना कि आप स्कूल से कॉलेज में ग्रेजुएट हो गए.
Oh, that's such a good way of putting. Yeah, I felt that. Like मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे क्योंकि कई बार होता है जब आप you start looking for what next. What next? I lost a sense of direction. Like I've not spoken this, but earlier this year I felt I don't have direction. I was feeling that I don't have direction. And probably, it just came at the right time. And now I can see that there is so much more. There's so much more. There's so much more. There's so much more that I need to do. So yeah, you're right. Graduation probably, your ceremony was meant to be, and yeah. Let's see. It by Guru Purnima probably all the plan and things will be chalked up. So जीरो हंगर ड्राइव पे भी हम काम कर रहे हैं कई सारी चीजों पे तो अब
It
like, I
it may
just
take it may take 2, 3, 6 months. It opens like a lotus flower, petals धीरे धीरे खुलते हैं, dimensions धीरे धीरे खुलते
हाँ क्योंकि अभी तो मैं आपको बता रही हूँ 2 दिन इट्स लाइक इवन आई डोंट नो इट फील्स लाइक एज इफ मैं कुछ सपना देख रही हूँ विश्वास नहीं हो रहा कि हम पास है आई डोंट नो लाइक हो सकता है और लोगों को कुछ अलग लग रहा हो बट मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे आज बैक टू ऑफिस थी एंड देन आई वाज जस्ट फीलिंग कि ये वाकई हुआ था Did it
हैं।
really
Obviously
happen? So
सबका एक्सपीरियंस सेम नहीं होगा। One who's
हाँ हम्म,
जो जो जिस चीज के लिए सोच रहा है या जिस चीज की उम्मीद कर रहा है उसी लाइंस के ऊपर हो।
हाँ सही कह रहे हैं आप का एक्सपीरियंस अलग है so let's see we'll talk more and more everybody's settling down so thank you पहले I wanted to say thank you because मेरा जो leg का pain है that is like मुझे लग रहा था बहुत बड़ा impact कहीं मसल वसल टेयर टोर ना हो गया हो because but it is much better so thank you for the blessings जो करी थी and let's hope and pray कि सुमिता का भी काम हो जाए by the weekend so I'll keep you guys posted thank you but thank you for the blessings and the healing that happened yesterday I'm in better shape okay so good night and we'll connect again tomorrow weekend
थैंक यू
पे
सर।
energy के साथ bye bye